I was completely burned out and nothing I was doing was fixing it. So for 30 days, I did literally everything people recommend. Productivity hacks, self-care routines, fix your life habits, and honestly, most of it didn't work. I feel like burnout is something everyone is talking about nowadays, but no one is really explaining what actually helps. So this is what happened when I tried to fix mine. But before getting into it, if you're new here, hi, I'm Ayashi, and this is my open diary where I share every single win or failure or step that I'm taking toward my dreams and my goals. And I wanted to see the real behind the scenes, the real journey, and what it actually takes to achieve the life of your dreams. No sugarcoating, no overnight success, just the real journey. If this is something that you will be interested in, you want to grow with me, or just follow my journey, you're more than welcome to subscribe. I'm uploading twice every single week on Wednesdays and Sundays. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Part number 1, the perfect routine lab. Of course, I started with this classic advice that everyone knows, which is the perfect morning routine. Wake up early, morning routine, be productive, and blah blah blah. And for a few days, it actually worked. But then I felt even more exhausted because I realized that burnout isn't actually laziness, it's overload. My sleeping schedule, by the way, it's awful. I will go to bed at 4 a.m. or even 5 a.m. and I will wake up at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. And even though I'm waking up so late, I feel even more exhausted. Like, I'm waking up tired. So yes, my sleeping schedule is a mess. It's awful, even though I try to wake up early every single morning. But of course, I can't fix my awful sleeping schedule in just 1 week. So I was literally forcing my body to wake up early and to work through the day with just 3 hours of sleep, when I usually need 10 hours of sleep just to be a person. On top of that, I'm a freaking old, so my peak energy hours are always after 9 p.m. So after 9 p.m. is when I actually feel more energetic, more productive, and more focused. Can't force myself to be productive and feel energetic in the morning, and even less if I have to wake up early, which I'm not used to. So the perfect morning routine didn't work for me. I felt even more tired and more overwhelmed through the day. Part 2, cutting everything off. I'm pretty sure you also heard about this one too. I tried to remove distractions, no social media, no doom scrolling, no entertainment at all. Of course, at night when my boyfriend comes home, we will watch one chapter of whatever TV series or stuff like that. I try to have a little bit of life besides my responsibilities and my businesses and my work. And it's hard because I feel guilty, because it's like I'm wasting time, I'm not doing my business, I'm not using 100% of the time that I have through the day. So I feel guilty. It's actually hard for me to distract myself a little bit watching a series or doing whatever thing that it's not working. Entrepreneurial stuff, I guess. We want to be dedicated 100% to our work and our businesses. If not, we will feel guilty that day. So cutting everything off was actually a useless point for me, at least, because anyway, I don't used to entertain myself and doom scroll every single day. If you do that, I have a video for you, by the way. You can go watch it right here. I'm talking about doom scrolling and how I fixed myself so I'm not doom scrolling anymore. So go watch it. So if you're someone that you find yourself doom scrolling every single day and watching a lot of series, wasting your time, distracting yourself through the day, then this point may be useful to you. But for me, it was definitely not, because anyway, I don't do the stuff. I try to be focused 100% every single day. If I'm not filming, if I'm not working on Etsy, if I'm not doing my acting tapes, I'm always busy and I have a lot of things to do, so I don't actually have time to social media and doom scroll and watch series. So it didn't fix the deeper problem of this. Now, part number 3, the self-care phase. Everyone knows about that one, of course. So this point is actually related to the last one, because as I was saying, I don't know how to relax. I don't know how to stop. I'm so focused in my businesses, in my work, and I'm every single day so exhausted because I feel like I'm wasting time, that I don't know how to actually relax and chill. So I actually tried this point as well, which is the self self-care. Resting, doing less, and taking care of myself. And I gotta say that this is where actually something shifted. I somehow allowed myself to not feel guilty whenever I'm doing something to relax, like something to enjoy, like a hobby, a passion, whatever that it's not working. So I try to stop more, chill more, and take some time for myself. Maybe preparing my favorite tea or my matcha latte while I'm reading my favorite book, even though it's about marketing or about things related to my work and my businesses, but it's the type of books that I love to read, so it doesn't feel like work for me. It's just relaxing a little bit more and having those moments where you can actually relax and do something that you genuinely love to do, even though it's not working and you're not monetizing that thing. Not be constantly thinking about doing things for your business or your work and rush yourself to finish your tasks through the day. But the problem is that I was so focused in my work and with the computer every single day, like that I just forgot about those little moments. And what I did is I will have an alarm in my phone every single day at the same hour, for example 4 p.m. whenever you know that you have a little bit of space in your schedule. Me, for example, is 4 p.m. because at 2 p.m. is when I'm eating my lunch, so I will rest a little bit and then of course I will drink my matcha latte. So while I drink my matcha latte, I will also take that time to read a little bit and also romanticize that moment a little bit more, right? It's not like I'm reading here my book next to my computer and drinking my matcha latte. I used to go on my balcony and I will maybe put a candle or something like that, just romanticizing the moment a little bit more. And that for me at least feels way better than just reading a book and drinking my matcha here in this room, for example, where I'm locked up all day anyway. So it's also about changing your environment and romanticizing that moment a little bit more and taking that small time for you every single day, whether it's reading, whether it's just drinking your tea and on your balcony, not thinking about anything, take a nap or whatever, just to relax a little bit more. Yes, I gotta say that we have a winner here, which is this point. This actually helped me a little bit more to not be that overwhelmed and not feel that guilty that I'm wasting time. And trust me, if you do this, you will see the results, because then when you're going back to work, you will feel more relaxed with more energy, more focused, and that's very important for you, for your mindset, for your work. Trust me, because I was feeling overwhelmed every single moment of the day. And here is when I realized something very important actually. I wasn't burnt out because I was doing too much. I was burnt out because I had no clear direction and I was forcing things that didn't feel aligned with my goals. As I'm explaining in this video I mentioned before, I am a multi-passionate person and I wanted somehow to do everything at the same time. And that's impossible. I wanted to do so many things at the same time that I just didn't know what to focus on first. And that's why my schedule, my life, my mindset was so messy. I was always like, what am I supposed to do next? I felt like I wasn't making any progress in none of the things I was doing. If you want to make progress in whatever thing you're doing, then you have to focus in that thing, not have your energy spread in too many things at the same time. So this is something that actually helps me a lot, and it's thinking about my life, organizing everything, having a schedule, having a plan, and deciding what are my priority things. So now that I have direction and I have a more clear path, I feel more relaxed. I know what to do. When I wake up, I know that, okay, this is my highlight task for the day, and these are my plans, and I have to do this and that. And also, I will have this small moment for myself. And I feel that I'm taking steps toward my dreams. I feel that I'm moving forward. For my entrepreneurship goals, for example, I have YouTube and Etsy. And for my artistic goals, I have, for example, being an actress. So I will plan and schedule my week so I can make progress in both things without being overwhelmed. You get to that point only if you have a clear direction in mind and only if you know what you actually want to do. If you are multi-passionate and you are messy like I was, Even though you have the perfect morning routine or you have the perfect self-care routine, you will feel overwhelmed at the end of the day because you don't know what to focus on, what to do. You feel like you're not making progress, and then you feel overwhelmed. So this is the most important point actually, and is to have a clear direction, make a clear plan. So in conclusion, what actually worked? Let's keep this simple and real, okay? You have to do just 3 main things. Doing less, but more intentional. You already know that quote, work smarter, not harder. Point number 2, focusing in just one thing. And 3, accepting slow progress. This is also a very important point for me, and it's changed everything because I was rushing myself every single day of my life, and I just learned how to slow down a little bit and not having that anxiety of I'm late, I'm wasting time, you know. Slow progress is important for you, for your mindset, and for your energy. Whatever thing that can distract you a little bit and relax you a little bit. So burnout didn't disappear in 30 days, but I finally understood it. I understood what is the actual problem. I understood myself a little bit more, and I understood how to fix this problem. This is at least what worked for me, so it can maybe be useful to you as well. Maybe you don't need the perfect morning routine. Maybe all you need is stop forcing a life that doesn't fit you. Stop forcing a life that doesn't fit you. Have a clear direction, have a clear plan that you follow, even if it's just a little small step every single day. So be honest with yourself and ask yourself this question. Are you tired actually? Or are you tired of living a life that doesn't feel right? As always, I would love to know a little bit more about you. So I will be so grateful if you can just take a little bit of your moment and write a comment down below and tell me, what does burnout feel like for you? And if you have, of course, more burnout tips to share with us. If this video was interesting to you, then I will highly suggest you to go and watch this one next. Very related to this video, because I'm sharing with you literally everything I did to fix this problem of being a multi-passionate person and not knowing what to do. That's how I managed to fix this problem and have a more clear path, which is so important in life. So see you there. Thank you so much for watching.